book Born to Run, and I came down here to run the Caballo Blanco race, and from that point on, I have been hooked.
These trails are ancient trails the Tarahumara have been using for a long, long time to get to work or school or the market. So it feels cool to be following in the footsteps of the Tarahumara.
And it's one of those places that I plan on visiting and coming back to for the rest of my life. And it's not just the beautiful canyons, but it's the people. I feel like whenever I go here, I feel like I'm going home. Now I'm gonna take you a little bit to the west of the Copper Canyons to a place called the Baja Peninsula. And I could easily make a top 10 video just about Baja, but I'm gonna focus in on one spot in particular, and it's called the Seven Sisters Surf Break. It's in the northern part of Baja, and it's a difficult place to get to. The highway is nowhere close to this area. And I got here by riding my bike, and it took a long time to get here, but it was totally worth it. And it was one of those days where I just pushed myself to the absolute limit. I was exhausted, and then I found the most perfect campsite of my entire life.
This is gonna be a good one. This is exactly where I wanted to be, right here. When I had this whole thing envisioned, this is it. These are the moments in life where all the hard work pays off. All the waking up early and the pedaling and just suffering through a hot day. Bam, right here, this is it.
Now we're gonna flip to the other side of Mexico, to the Yucatan Peninsula, and jump in some cenotes. And this is one of my absolute favorite activities to do in this area. I know that it's really famous for beaches, but I don't care about the beaches. I love the cenotes. Right now, I'm looking up like a window into the jungle, and I have a view of just pure green foliage. And there's thousands of these limestone sinkholes all over this area. And they were very sacred to the Mayan people for very good reason. This next one is really interesting. It's a place that only appears one time a year for 7 days in the Black Rock Desert outside of Reno, Nevada. It's called Burning Man. And about 70,000 people from all over the world converge on this area to create a temporary city. It's a fascinating place that is not a traditional economy. Money is not exchanged for things. You essentially go to Burning Man bringing a gift to the community, and that gift can be whatever you want it to be.
We are Coconuts Without Borders. We travel to desert places and give out coconuts to people who need coconuts. Within minutes, we have a huge crowd of people just loving the coconuts.
I've been to Burning Man 6 times, and I have a smile on my face the entire week. It is bizarre and funny and thought-provoking and inspiring, and it's one of those places when I come home, it's kind of hard to explain to my friends. It's just one of those places you have to go to experience. Since I talked about the Copper Canyons earlier, I think it's only fair that I talk about the Grand Canyon. And I've only been here once, but it was a really powerful experience. My buddy Matthew and I ran from one side to the other and back.
This is pure joy. Doesn't get much better than this.
It was a very, very difficult run, but along the way, we were treated to some of the most beautiful vistas we'd ever seen in our lives. It's hard to explain the scale of the Grand Canyon without being there. It is just huge.
This is kind of a sketchy part here because you're running along and you realize right here, cliff.
All right, my friends, this is number 10, and it's a good one. We are in Nicaragua now, specifically the island of Ometepe in Lake Nicaragua. And I went down here with one of my buddies, Isaac, to climb a volcano, Volcán Concepción. And this was a huge deal for Isaac because 15 years ago, he had a horrible skydiving accident and was told that he would never walk again.
We have shit in our lives that we don't think is possible. Everybody does. Mine just happens to be physical. But yeah, what are the things that we tell ourselves we can't do that we actually can? Like, what do we think we can and can't do? The problem is that in order to know what our limits are, we have to fail.
And this very grueling hike was his first big adventure since his accident long ago. And it was one of those moments where I was just overwhelmed with joy watching my friend Isaac accomplish something that he never thought he would be able to do.
We made it. Yeah, I didn't think I could do this. I went into it fully expecting to have to chill out somewhere and wait for you guys. And now we made it. It's crazy when you actually do something that you think you can't do. You gotta wonder how much other shit in life we're getting in the way of ourselves of.
So there you have it, my friends, the top 10 most beautiful places on the planet according to this guy. And as I watch all this footage, I think, damn, Mother Nature, you got it going on. This planet is incredible. And I feel so fortunate to have had these experiences. And now I know for the next couple weeks, I have all this imagery in my head. I'm gonna have some really fun dreams. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. And if you have the ability, please join my Patreon. I will link down below all of the videos that were highlighted in this compilation. And we will see you down the road.